The El Paso shooting is now being investigated as domestic terror, and the FBI just announced Tuesday that last month's shooting at a California festival is also being investigated as domestic terrorism.
CBN's national security correspondent Eric Phillips is here now with us on how federal authorities are addressing this disturbing trend. Eric?
Jenna and John, the FBI is now leading the El Paso and the Dayton investigations. Authorities want to make it clear that they're on top of the case where domestic terrorism is concerned, and not just since last weekend.
Saturday morning, in broad daylight, a gunman entered a Walmart in El Paso, Texas, and opened fire. According to his own posted manifesto, he was hunting Hispanics because of their, quote, invasion. Less than 24 hours later in downtown Dayton, Ohio, 9 people died in just 30 short seconds of high-powered gunfire before police killed the gunman. Authorities say he had a history of obsession with violent ideologies.
We take domestic terrorism or hate crime, regardless of ideology, extremely seriously.
FBI Director Chris Wray maintaining that the Bureau is aware of this growing trend, but what does domestic terrorism really mean?
We use the term domestic terrorism to refer to a broader array of threats ranging from anarchist extremism to different kinds of racially motivated violent extremism to different kinds of environmental extremism, etc.
According to intelligence report data from the hearing, white supremacists were responsible for more homicides in the U.S. than any other domestic extremist movement between 2000 and 2016.
There is a domestic terrorism underway in the name of race that is as threatening in some respects as the foreign terrorism.
We are aggressively pursuing it.
The U.S. Secret Service is providing resources and studies on mass attacks on public spaces. Their findings in 2018, most perpetrators were male with mental health challenges carrying some sort of grievance. 93% exhibited warning signs. So now the Secret Service is training authorities and communities to recognize them.
Before it gets to the sort of obvious concern in behavioral planning, purchasing a weapon, we want to identify individuals early to deter them off that path.
And a bit of news that could be considered encouraging. Director Wray says so far this year there have been more domestic terrorism arrests than all of last year. And since the Secret Service has been pushing the threat assessment plans, agents have been seeing the number of those killed in mass shootings decrease by nearly 60 people between 2017 and 2018.